It's another edition of Time About the Movies, and today we're entering 2006, January 6, 2006 to be exact. A brand new year, a brand new slate of movies to talk about, and we're starting off with a pretty notable week in general here. We've got a movie that really broke out big time and kind of was helped by White Noise opening up the following year, setting this trend of a new horror movie opening up the start of the year and actually becoming a big success, as White Noise did a year ago. This first movie we have here did just that as well. But we also have a criminally underrated cult comedy hit in Grandma's Boy, and also Uwe Boll is back with another movie that has largely been seen as a bad movie in general, another bad video game adaptation, but then again, that's what you'd expect from Uwe Boll. But we'll get to those movies in a little bit. Let's get to the biggest new release of the weekend, and that is Eli Roth's movie Hostel, presented by Quentin Tarantino.
Warning. The producers of Hostel advise you that there are brutally intense scenes of violence and torture in this movie. At recent advanced screenings, paramedics were called in response to theatergoers' reactions to the film's intensity. You've been warned. Quentin Tarantino presents Hostel, rated R.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Wikipedia page for this movie right now, and needless to say, there is nothing about paramedics being called to movie theaters, so this was probably their way to try to sell the movie, just like, let's make some stories about, it's like what happened back in the 70s, with stuff like Last House on the Left, and especially The Exorcist. As far as I know, there's nothing on here that says that something like this actually happened, but who knows, maybe Wikipedia doesn't want to put it up there, but this is Hostel, and the film follows a group of American tourists as they end up in Slovakia, where they are eventually taken one by one by an organization that allows people to torture and kill others. So it's basically another Saw-like movie, and put it out on a weekend when nobody's going to the movie theaters except for teenagers and on their date nights. They went to see this movie, they made it a hit, and they immediately forgot about it shortly afterwards. But was successful enough to lead to a couple of sequels in general. I've never really seen this movie in general, but from what I've seen from it, it really has nothing that different compared to Saw in general. It just kind of feels like a Saw movie where you're just going in to see, what creative ways they're going to kill off these people one by one. And I guess for some people that's fine, I guess. And I think, there is an audience for these kind of movies. And I'm just not that audience in general here. Like, some of them I can get behind, but ones like this, I don't know. I just never really wanted to get fully invested in this, so I never really got around to seeing it or any of these movies in general, so I can't really say for certain that these movies are any good to begin with, so, but hey, they're making money, so they made a franchise out of it, so I guess it worked in some way, shape, or form, so not much more to say about that one. Like I said, I haven't seen it, so I can't really say if it's any good or not, but that's Hostel. So let's get to a movie I have seen many, many times, the very underrated movie, Grandma's Boy.
You got skills.
If you think video games fry your mind
Game over.
and make you stupid,
Your bed is a car.
Yeah, but it's a sweet car.
you're lost.
What is that ringing? Oh, do I have a tumor?
Now, for this ultimate gamer,
Who wants a shot at the champ? Who's going down?
desperate times,
Josh has been spending our rent money on Filipino hookers.
You're a hooker.
I got evicted.
Timmy, any chance I can crash on your couch tonight? Shut up.
call for desperate measures.
This really cute chick said that I could sleep with her and her two crazy girlfriends.
You remember my grandson, Alex?
How old are you now?
36.
You have a girlfriend?
No.
My grandson's gay, too. I'll give you his number.
Why are you so tired?
Because I was with 3 chicks last night.
Don't tell me your roommates did that to you.
They're crazy. They tied me up.
That's legendary.
Looking for Alex? We're his roommates.
You're the reason Alex has been tired all week?
We ride him pretty hard.
Oh, that is so gnarly.
This January,
I was putting up my Christmas tree.
Dude, it's July. And, why are you naked?
Oh my God. I am naked. Come on in.
from 20th Century Fox, comes a comedy that proves
Don't judge me, monkey.
you're never too old
This tea has quite a kick.
to come of age.
I can hear my hair growing.
Hey, Sophie didn't die in the bed, did you?
No.
Good, good.
She fell out of bed and died right here.
Grandma's boy. Oh, died on the floor, and nobody helped me. I swear to God, I would have helped you, Sophie. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. I would have helped you. I just wasn't here.
Gotcha! Oh my God!
You scaredy cat.
Another day, just another day.
A couple things. One, you know that's back in 2006 when you see that little IGN logo at the bottom of the screen. You know, that was back in the day when we didn't have, then YouTube was only in its few first weeks of existing, and now I'm literally on that platform right now. But that's how you used to watch movie trailers back in the day, or video clips, like clips from movies. Like you had to go to IGN to watch those movies in general. That or Yahoo Movies. Just takes me back to a simpler time. But also, Doris Roberts, man, is so game for pretty much anything that she puts herself in, because man, Shirley Knight and Shirley Jones are absolutely hilarious in this movie. This is a fucking funny movie, man. They're not going to swear in the trailer, so I'm going to say it here. I'm going to swear here. This is a fucking good movie, man. And it follows a video game tester played by Alan Covert, who you've seen in a number of different Adam Sandler movies, where he's forced to move in with his grandmother after being evicted from his home when falling for a woman, played by Linda Cardellini, who went to oversee the production of the video game company that he works for, his newest video game. And by the way, like, Linda Cardellini, like, I knew that she was Velma from Scooby-Doo, but man, when I saw, this was my first time ever seeing her in a movie and going like, you know, Velma's kind of hot. Like, she really is beautiful in this movie, man. And she is very funny, too, and you do really buy into her chemistry with Alan Covert. The rest of the cast in here is really damn good. You got Nick Swardson, Jonah Hill, Peter Dante, Joel David Moore as the bad guy in here. Kevin Neal has a nice fun role in here. This is a really silly, fun movie that knows exactly that it is a really silly, fun movie. It's not meant to be taken seriously by any means necessary. It's just there to be a simple, over-the-top, ridiculous, funny movie, and it just delivers on so many levels. There are so many good, hard laughs in this movie. Like, just stuff in this film that should not be that funny, and yet somehow it just comes together so well. I mean, if you're not laughing at the scene where Alan Covert is literally masturbating, and Nick Swardson's mother comes in, he's just like, I can't stop coming. It's like it's like it feels so good. Like, if you're not laughing at how ridiculous and over the top that is, chances are you're probably not gonna like this movie. But if you think that but sometimes the simplest, stupidest form of comedy just works so well if it's done well with a good performance, and the performance by Covert in this movie is really, really damn funny. And yeah, I was lucky enough to see this in the theater. This was not a big hit at the box office. It kind of came and went, but it did eventually go on to have a cult following thanks to DVD sales. It actually made about almost six times how much it made at the box office. It made like $35 million in DVD sales plus rental TV ad revenue. Nick Swardson was actually telling a story on a podcast once where he and Adam Sandler actually met the CEO of Blockbuster at the time, who told him that Grandma's Boy was one of the most stolen movies of all time because nobody returned the movie ever. And quite frankly, it's hard not to see why, because this is a really, really funny movie. I mean, what more can I say, man? It's ridiculous, it's over the top, it's stupid, but it's also one of the most hilarious movies I've ever seen in my life. It's like How High, like the movie with Method Man and Redman. Like, it's a movie that knows how over the top and ridiculous it is, but it knows you're going in for it. If you go into it on the right mindset, you're going to enjoy the hell out of it. And yeah, I really enjoyed this movie a lot. This is a really, really damn good movie. One I sincerely recommend. It might honestly be one of my favorite Happy Madison production movies. I mean, this is a film that I watch on occasion every once in a while. That's how funny this movie is. It's just so well done. I love it, man. I can't recommend this one enough. Grandma's Boy. So now let's go ahead and get back to some crap. I'm not even back to, because like I said, I haven't seen Hostel, so I don't know if that's any good or not. But well, but needless to say, this is indeed our last film is a really, really bad movie, and that is, of course, Bloodrayne.
For greatness, a mighty hero, and a mysterious stranger who would aid him.
Nice form.
Finally, we agree on something.
Academy Award winner Ben Kingsley.
Got to witness the beginning of the new era.
She could mean the end of the world as we know it. Bloodrayne. The adventure begins.
Don't even try to sell this movie with your Don LaFontaine narration and Academy Award winner Ben Kingsley. Like, have you seen the movies that Ben Kingsley has agreed to and starred in over the last couple of years? You think he wants to be involved in a movie like this? No. He probably took it because there was a big payday involved, and this is the end result of it. This is another Uwe Boll movie, the same man that brilliantly destroyed everything that made House of the Dead and Alone in the Dark the great series that they were. And he takes another video game series and completely destroys that too. So the story of Bloodrayne simply goes as this. You have Rain, played by Kristanna Loken, who's the half-human, half-vampire damper, if you will, and the lead attraction in a carnival freak show in Romania. When she escapes, she meets a fortune teller that tells her that her mother was raped by the king of the vampires, Kagan, and she decides to destroy her father. In her journey for revenge, she meets Vladimir and Sebastian, the leaders of the fortress of vampire hunters, Brimstone, and she joins their society. She seeks for powerful talismans to defeat Kagan. When the skilled warriors Vladimir and Sebastian train her to face the forces of Kagan, and her human side falls in love with Sebastian. Do you really give a crap about this movie? The fact that you should have known when I said Uwe Boll involved in this, like, that should have been the first warning sign that you should probably stay away from this movie in general. And this is written by Guinevere Turner, who, you know, she has written other movies that have been so much better. You know, American Psycho. We're going to see another movie that she wrote later this year with the notorious Betty Page, which is a far superior movie. This movie is complete and utter garbage, and I really don't think that her work is really involved in this movie here. I mean, she may have written the script, but Uwe Boll said, "I'm Uwe Boll. I know what I'm doing better than this bitch right here. I'm just going to create my own movie off of it. Sure, I'll give you writing credits, but we're not using your script." I mean, let's be honest. That's probably what he did and what he did back then. But I digress. This is a really bad movie. I mean, this is a really, really terrible movie that, you know, even if you've never seen the video game that this is based off of, this is still a terrible, terrible movie. This is a film that is not engaging. The action sequences are poorly done. Nothing in this movie makes any sense. The story is bad. The cast is completely wasted in here. Like, you know, it's one thing for Ben Kingsley to be in this movie, but people like Michelle Rodriguez, Meatloaf, Michael Pare, Billy Zane, Michael Madsen, I mean, yeah, they'd probably say yes to this, but you've seen him in so much better stuff that why would you agree to a star in a movie like this? Honestly, like, what exactly is Uwe Boll paying you by asking you to be in this movie? Honestly, like, I really want to know. But yeah, this is another bad Uwe Boll movie. What do you expect from a guy that may put his heart and soul into these movies, but certainly has no intentions on making a legitimate video game adaptation in the process? What more can I say, man? Bloodrayne, avoid it like the plague. And so, with all that said, we wrap up another edition of Time About the Movies. We'll take a look at the 3 films for Friday the 13th of 2006, January 2006 to be exact, but with 3 movies, a couple of underrated little gems here as well. We have Josh Lucas starring in Disney's sports basketball drama Glory Road, one of my favorite underrated films, Queen Latifah in the remake of Last Holiday, and James Franco starring in Tristan and Isolde. So we'll take a look at those 3 movies all in the next episode. That'll be up tomorrow. But until then, thank you so much for watching, and if you want to see more videos like this, please hit the playlist on the next page, check out the previous episode, and also don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and notification button if you want to know when new videos get posted. We post here every day. So, with all that said, I am off. I will see you guys next time, and until then, as always, take care.